Testing, testing. I don't think I don't think I titled this joint. Let me see. Yeah, I don't think I did. All right. So hold on. Something wrong with my computer. 1 second. I'm trying to set this up right. Man, this laptop. Anyways, we back at it. Trying to see why this is like this and why can I see it on the full screen. No, I don't want that. This thing is tripping. Okay. But I want to get into this packet I got. Okay. All right. This is going to be a hard time. This packet, anyway. I don't even know if y'all can even hear me. Can y'all hear me? Shalom, shalom. Okay. I'm just gonna go with it. I was trying to share the video and all that type of stuff, but this laptop has really ran this course. But anyways, I got this packet. From my brother to Shabbat and last Shabbat, of course. And yeah, very interesting, man. I've been trying to get a hold of all these laws and really just look at them, just scan through them, really get an in-depth look at what we all know to be there, but we might not seen them all. I know I haven't seen them all. I may, and I know I'm not the only one. So what I wanted to do is, man, get into these laws and just read them through. You know, I got a big, thick packet, man. 613. I'm hot. I gotta use it to cool me down. Hold on. It's gonna put the pressure on us, man. The pressure on us. I mean, it's up to you. It's on you what you decide, you know. But I think it would hurt not to know. Because now that we call ourselves Israelites and understanding that this book belongs to us, we are obligated to follow as many of these rules as possible. Whatever your doctrine may be, that's up to you. Whatever you consider what you can follow and what you can't follow. That's not why I'm here. I don't care what you do personally. I gotta say that too a lot, man. I really don't care what anybody do. I'm just not into it. I'm into too much of that. What is that again? Okay. Can y'all hear me though, man? Because this seems like it's not working right. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Y'all can hear me. I need a all praises. Glory be to the Most High indeed, forever. So, okay, cool. Because I was tripping on this thing. Man, my laptop, it got so many, like I be wanting to share my screen. Cool, all praises. I be wanting to share my screen. All right, don't be rushing me. Well, look, I be wanting to share my screen, and there's so many pop-ups pop up, man. I be on these movie websites like Putlocker, however they said. And man, just like the most craziest stuff pop up on my screen. A lot of that inappropriate jargon. So I'm trying not to so I'm not gonna share my screen, but I want to. But anyways, 613, man. I'm about to put the pressure on y'all, Hebrews. I'm putting the pressure on myself as well. Nice thick packet, man. That's why I'm probably sweating today. Usually I'm a sweater, but today, look at that. This is why I'm sweating today. And let me show you what it look like. Front and back. Front. Look, hold on. You got me dropping the thing. Look. Front, back, on all of them. All of them. So I looked at the first couple, man. The first couple, it just was refreshing enough, man. It put enough pressure on me to get back on my game, man. So I'm about to show y'all. I'm about to read a few. I know y'all anticipating. You said you can't hear nothing? One of the brothers said they can't hear nothing. You can't hear nothing? Hold on. One brother said he can't hear. I can't hear nothing. Jacob. Oh, you good? All right, cool. Oh yeah, big time, man. On pop-ups, man. Look, I be sitting there chilling. I be just doing looking for beats or checking my account or whatever, going on Facebook, and then I just see bam. I'm like, what the hell? Oh, and then now something I wasn't even thinking about is going through my head now. So yeah, they know what they're doing. It's excellent too. It's excellent evil. The best evil known to man. I think the scriptures say that they devices is unbelievable, man. I say what it say is that Satan is a worthy adversary, and I compile that with all the stuff that he do. He is worthy. He's a worthy adversary. Like, this is somebody we shouldn't take lightly, and we got to be on our guard. So anyways, back to these laws, man. I'm gonna show you the one that ring true to me 100% all day long, because I preach about the kids a lot, and we got to save the babies. A lot of us is done, man. Our job only is to save the babies. So I'm gonna get into some. Man, that thing got me sweating. Okay. All right. All right, let me see. Where's the one I wanted for sure? I was reading it. I forget it's on the back or the front. All right, here we go. Where are we at? All right, this is commandment. Deuteronomy 7 excuse me. And I'm gonna read it. I got to I don't want to peel this joint off because the brother stapled it, but I'm gonna have to. We all know what it say, but I'm gonna just read it off the paper. Well, we might not all know what it say. I gotta peel this staple off. But man, yeah, I said to myself, I prayed for it though. I said, I want to know all the laws, and it's hard to really, especially with whatever type. And I say I talk about doctrines a lot because it do hinder us, and sometimes enable us to see what is clearly there. A commandment is something that somebody that he's telling us to do, and it doesn't have to always be in a particular format for to be delivered to us. I can't see the comments, man, so give me a second if y'all saying something. So down here they got his I don't know how much order this is in, but this is amazing, man. All right, so the 11th commandment on this piece of paper is Deuteronomy 6:7, and it's just heavy to me right here. I had looked at this one and I just stopped. I'm like, okay, and this is what I'm doing, and this is the best way to do it. This is how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try to apply these. I'm gonna try to get like 2 or 3, apply them. Then boom, go to the next ones, apply them as much as I possibly can, man, just to show the Most High that I'm on it and I'm really trying to be what I'm supposed to be. So, okay, here we go. It say, and thou shalt teach them. Oh, hold on, I missed something. I did. No. Okay. No, because at the top of this, that's why. Okay, here we go. Deuteronomy 6:7. It say, and thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and thou shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thy house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. So he talk about the laws. So not only do we need to know the laws, we got to talk about them often. And the reason why I stopped there is because I may know to do something, but I don't be telling my children all the time, like consistently enough. I may tell myself consistently enough, but it says to teach them as they lie, when they laying down and when they get up. Who does that? Don't nobody do that. They get up, the kids get up, they get them something to eat, throw their book bag on their head, and kick them out the door. Nobody, I'm not saying everybody doesn't do that, but for the most part, we so overwhelmed. And then when they go to sleep, they done ran us crazy when they got back from school. But we homeschool. But I know the story. And what we do? Go ahead, y'all. Whatever. Go do your thing. When it's time to go to bed, y'all go to bed. Nobody, we don't preach these. We don't try to install these laws that we already know in them so much that it become them. My wife did start this. We don't do it as frequent as we should, but she did start this. Okay, I'll just check in the comments. All right, so that's one, man. I think is key. I think that should be like the first thing. Okay, once we learn these, keep teaching your kids. And I'm gonna just jump, man. I'm gonna just jump around. Because like I said, a commandment is something simple as this. I'm gonna go to Exodus 23:14. No, I'm gonna go down some because I gotta read more of that, and I'm just reading it off the paper, just so it don't be all day, so we could just get an idea. But what I'm gonna do is later, man. I'm just excited about it, really trying to get into it. I just want to read a few and try to get some. Let's see. There's so many, man. It's just like I don't know. And some of them is broke down in the verses, so it may not sound right until you read at the top of the verse. Okay, I'm just about to read one. Okay, Leviticus 15:13. I'm just gonna read it. And it say, And when he that have an issue is cleansed of his issue, then he shall number to himself 7 days for his cleansing, and wash his clothes, and bathe his flesh in running water, and shall be clean. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is the man with the discharge. Like a wound or something, right? Now a lot of us, we got, bodily issues that we too embarrassed to talk about. I understand, it's understandable. But you popping over people's houses with these issues, give me a nice nasty word, excreting your bodily discharge all over people's chests. Maybe you should fall back for a while until you get that fixed. That's not being funny, but it's a law, it's a commandment. So that was Leviticus 15:13. So if you got like an issue in your skin, don't be over people's houses. I know you want to come through on a Shabbat, but you might contaminate that brother's dwelling places or that sister's dwelling places. And it goes on and it mentions the sisters with discharge. A woman after childbirth. Some people might not know this. I'm going to go to this one. Leviticus 12:6. And when the days of her purifying are fulfilled for a son or for a daughter, she shall bring a lamb of the first year for a burnt offering, and a young pigeon, and a turtle dove for a sin offering unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation unto the priest. Now, I know a lot of people was like, okay, we can't do that. I mean, whatever. It is what it is, but I'm just going to read them, and you can decide on your own. Here go another one. Let me get ones that's kind of more clear that we don't have to read from the top on. But man, I'm super excited, man. A lot of them is basically, especially like in Leviticus, where does it go? I mean, what is it? Numbers goes into a lot of the traditions. All right, a peace offering, Leviticus 3:1. And if his oblation be a sacrifice of a peace offering, if he offer it of the herd, whether it be male or female, he shall offer it without blemish before the Most High. So, I mean, a lot of stuff y'all may say we can't do, especially, early on in the writings. I'm just trying to, man, I want to know them all. I don't care. You might care. I don't care. I want to know them all. And I'm trying not to mix these pages up. Hold on. All right. I'm trying to keep this in order a little bit. Okay, this is going into the Shabbat. Oh, that's let me see. Okay, all right, so this goes into debts, Deuteronomy 15:3. If I remember it, it's like, somebody owe you something after 7 years, you got to kind of abolish that. Like, okay, you don't owe me no more, but it's up to you if you want to lend that brother, you know that he ain't gonna pay you. But let's say of a foreigner, you got to get yours. This is Deuteronomy 15:3. I'm gonna read it from this paper. Of a foreigner thou mayest exact it again, but that which is thine is in thine with thy brother, thy hand shall release. So okay, I'm gonna finish on. He said, one may exact a debt owed by a foreigner. Of a foreigner thou mayest exact it again, but that which is thine with thine brother, thine hand shall release. So yeah, you can't put the pressure on your brother, man, if he owe you some. I know it's tax season, you didn't lend out some money. Oh boy, he like, look, I got you. February come through, I got you. Matter of fact, April, I'm filing extra late. And you can't get in touch with him. I mean, you're just gonna have to chalk it up. I know it probably ain't been 7 years, but when you got to chalk it up and don't hold it against him. So I'm gonna just keep going. So I'm just running through them, man. I can't even really see the comments because this thing is janky. Yeah, man, this thing is terrible. Oh, hold on. Maybe if I do it this way. Okay. All right, just making sure this thing is working right, man. This laptop is terrible. But anyways. All right. Let me see. All right, Leviticus 5:1. And if a soul sin and hear the voice of swearing, and is a witness, whether he have seen or known of it, if he do not utter it, then he shall bear his iniquity. So if you got the evidence of something, and this is a key. I got excited, but this is one of the things that's really hindering us, because Leviticus 5:1 say snitch. Our thing is stop snitching. So I'm gonna read it again. He said, if a soul sin and hear the voice of swearing, and is a witness, whether he have seen or known of it, like, so if you seen it or you know of who did it, he if he do not utter it, then he shall bear his iniquity. So it's a sin for you not to snitch. You got to tell, man. Yeah, tell on it. Because you got people in the hood who harm people and do all this evil, and then nobody's saying nothing. Then this victim got to go through this, seeing this same person consistently when they should be locked up, and all because a few people is on either don't snitching or they probably afraid. Okay, so Leviticus 5:1, instead of don't snitch, snitch. Okay. I'm gonna keep going. Keep going down. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, this is on idolatry. Deuteronomy 12:2. Ye shall utterly destroy all the places wherein the nations which ye shall possess to serve, wherein the nations which ye shall possess serve their gods, upon high mountains and upon the hills and under the green tree. So this is talking about destroying any idols. So I wouldn't put myself in a position to be knocking down nobody else's idols, in their home. But if they claim to, want to serve the Most High, they gotta get rid of they idolatry that's in their house. So this is a good one to point to them. Deuteronomy 12:2. These are all laws and commands. We are commanded to get rid of the idolatry. Now, hold on. I got a thing on that. So what is idolatry to y'all? I can tell you what it is, what I think it is, according to what I read. But I would like y'all to tell me what y'all think it is. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Because idolatry is a big thing. It's a big thing, and it's one of the most misconstrued commandments or laws. Hold on, give me a second. Because idolatry simply is idolizing something. If your kids play with, simple. It's a doll that's made of me, for my kids' sake. It's an action figure, and I got it in my likeness. And instead of them playing with the Spider-Mans, I mean, because they still got them. They got Black Panther, Spider-Man, Iron Man, all these guys. So, I threw me in the mix. I'm fringed out. I don't know if you ever seen it. And the brother from Ebo Toys made it. Excellent depiction of an Israelite character. But it's me. So I know a lot of people saying that's kind of idolatry. Idolatry is idolizing something, putting it up on something on a pedestal and it having power over you. Because Solomon built the temple and it had all the things the Most High said, do not idolize. Do not idolize. He had seraphims, was from the heavens. A lot of other stuff. I'm not on the specifics, but it was a lot of stuff in the temple that if you read the commandments, it told us not to make these graven images. A graven image is something that you worship. I mean, making it when you bring it to life is something that you worship. And that's how I look at it. I can play the game, I can hoop. But if I worship these things, they become idols to me. Like it's some people who don't allow their kids to wear character clothing. I bought my kids Spider-Man shoes. So cheapest thing going. I'll keep their feet good and warm, and I can get everybody some. But a lot of people don't do it because they say it's idolatry. Idolatry is them. Soon you take them shoes off, they put it in a room. They make out a little sanctuary for them. They place them there. Nobody can touch them. Kind of like visual. That's idolizing. Just my opinion on it. It may not be true, but that's how I can simplify this thing because these laws are very simple and easy to do. You make it very difficult. We make it difficult on ourselves. All right, so okay. So that was Deuteronomy 12:2. And these things some people know, man. Like I say, I want to try to present it in a different manner, man. But I wanted just to throw this stuff out there to y'all. And all right, I'm gonna jump to some more. All right, okay, this is on Lending Money again. This is the first thing I seen. Almost one in. All right, we're gonna go to. Okay, Leviticus 6:4. It say, then it shall be because he have sinned and is guilty that he shall restore that which he took violently away, or the thing which he have deceitfully gotten, or that which was delivered him to keep, or the lost thing which he found. So ain't no finders, keepers, losers, weepers. It doesn't matter. If it belongs to somebody, give them to them. If you are caught in the act of stealing, you got to give it back. I mean, simple as that. That's how you repay somebody, man. And then you got to give them something else. You got to come back and finish and make a recompense for that. Okay. That was Leviticus 6:4. Deuteronomy 15:8. Okay, this is now this get kind of iffy too for a lot of brothers and sisters because we read in Sirach where it say do good unto the godly man. But I'm gonna read it. Deuteronomy 15:8. But thou shalt open thy hand wide unto him, and thou shalt surely lend him sufficient for his needs in that which he wanteth. So whatever a homeless man wants, you gotta hook him up. And this is how you stop yourself from getting caught in helping somebody doing evil. It was a lady. I remember it was a lady I pulled up I was coming from the gym, and she said she was hungry, and I was like, oh, okay. I'm talking about I'm on my last, and I'm like, you know what? She probably because I got a house to go to. I didn't know if she had a house to go to or not. So at least I can do is give her what I got left and feed her. So I go into the store, and I'm coming out the store with bread and bologna for me and my family. So I get her own personal bread and bologna. She told me, oh no, I don't want this. She was just real ungrateful. She was like, something like, oh, I don't eat wheat bread or whatever the case. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? So with that verse, Deuteronomy 15:8, given what they wish they want, you can go buy it. You don't have to give them the money. That's how I look at it. That's how I kind of stop myself from contributing to any evil that may be afoot. 1 second. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. So if you got any questions while I'm going, reparations. Now, Brandon Lewis, it say of things of heaven and the earth, but that the temple that Solomon built had things of heaven and the earth in it. But the thing that didn't make that temple idolized was because they didn't reverence the things that was in the temple, but the one that it was built for. If that makes sense. So you can say, this is my favorite basketball player. I like watching this guy, but okay, I like watching LeBron. But what I would never do is tell my kids, yeah, LeBron, he's my idol. I want you to be just like him. Anytime you think about basketball, think, you know what I'm saying? Like making him the epitome of your life. That's when things become idol. Say this is my favorite player without it being an idol. What you brought out, Deuteronomy 23:19. I'm gonna check it out. Is that what you asking? What I brought out? Because I just missed it. I forgot what I just read too. Hey, what I just read? Man, I be getting off track, and I'm halfway blind. So, man, what did I just read, y'all? Oh yeah, about the poor. Yeah. Oh, much sense. That's how I look at it, and it's simple. And with that, you can live your life. Now you ain't stressing over, oh, you got my son Spider-Man shoes. You got us worshiping the devil. No, that's stupid. I mean, I don't want to say it's stupid because you might believe it, but to me, it's stupid. But to you, it may be perfect, and your way may be perfect. I'm just telling you how we doing it. Oh, you said where we at? Come on, man, you slowing me down, bro. Who was that? A sister? I can't tell. Sean, you slowing me down, bro. Trying to get a couple of these in for y'all. Where we at? 19. You may be on point. I'm just messing with you, bro. I like that verse, man. Talking about, getting a lot of treasures, man, from what's under the earth. So I don't know if you was adding that to what I was saying. I apologize. Oh, because I'm not really seeing the correlation of what I was just saying. Okay. Okay. Or maybe you say Deuteronomy 23, right? I'm in 23. Oh no, I'm not in 23. That's why. Got these Roman numerals, man, and I'm halfway blind, bro. Forgive me, bro. I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. Deuteronomy 23:19. Thou shalt not lend upon usury to thy brother. Usury of money, usury of visuals, usury of anything that is lent upon usury. Perfect. Good looking. Yeah. That's perfect. Add that to where we was at. I got past it. And y'all forgive me, man. I ain't really trying to break them all down. I just want to hear them. But yeah, that's good, bro. And I got everything around there highlighted. I don't know if y'all can see it. Everything around there highlighted but that verse. Can y'all see it? I don't know if y'all can see it. Everything except that verse. Good looking, bro. I gotta add that instead and stop. Because what I do when I highlight stuff, I usually look over everything that's not highlighted, which is stupid. But I do it. All right, we moving on, man. I'm gonna get a couple more, man, and then I'm I'm gonna just try to get. I'm gonna try to find a way where I can get this joint on. I gotta get another computer though, and then I'm gonna try to get them on the computer, and I could just share like a PDF with y'all, and that way y'all can look at them yourself. All right, here we go. Now, this is a real touchy one. I'm still going to hit y'all with it. Deuteronomy 24, verse 1. This is touchy. Some of y'all might get a little iffy about it. But this is talking about divorce. When a man have taken a wife and married her, and it come to pass that he had found no favor, that she find no favor in his eyes, because he had found some uncleanness in her, then let him write her a bill of divorcement and give it to her hand and send her out of his house. Now, with that, a lot of brothers said, I come to the understanding that, the Most High is not on divorce, but like Christ was saying, because the hardness in our heart, he had to do it. Like, y'all is making this a big issue, just separate. So, the law was brought forth, Moshe put it together, man, so we can find some peace. What's uncleanness to y'all? Like, what will cause you to leave your wife for uncleanness? And blowing her nose over the place. Around that time of the month. I don't want to get too gross, but she's just not really taking care of herself. Is that a reason for divorce? I say no. But I say no. I say, and being, and I know I'm seeing uncleanness, and I'm thinking like actual, body stuff. But people will go to that extent. I know it's about fornication and adultery as well. But simple stuff like that. Because what we tend to do is find reason to do anything, especially when it's a tough road. Yeah, right. Now, idolatry. So say this. I'm gonna give y'all a scenario. Say you get a sister and y'all tight. She coming into the truth, and you go over her house, she got a few, I don't even say a few, maybe one cross in her room off in the cut on the dresser. Is you gonna divorce her because of that? I don't think so. Now you gonna convince her not to do this. Now y'all ain't married yet, y'all just kicking it and y'all just going through the motions. But you're not gonna stop dealing with her or because of that. You're gonna find a way for her, give her time to get herself together completely before you completely disown her. And I'm only saying, even though this is talking about divorce, I'm just saying, if you find somebody that's like perfect for you and she still got one cross, give her some time, man. Like, build on her, hit her with the scripts. Don't kill her with the scripts. Show her the importance of the Most High, and nothing can. The Most High is everywhere. This is how I like to talk to people, with idolatry. I asked them, is the Most High over here? Is the Most High over there? And of course they're going to agree. So I would say, what is the chain symbolizing there? If he's everywhere, what do that chain got anything to do with him? And then it kind of makes sense to people. So just throwing out stuff, man. This is how I operate, man. You ain't gotta like it. You ain't gotta love it. You ain't gotta respect it. I don't care what you do. All right, now this is a deep one. No, I ain't gonna go there. Nope. Nope. I'm gonna say that one. We're gonna keep it simple. All right. All right. Now this is a very controversial one. You said Solomon. Yeah, Solomon built the temple and it had nothing to do with idolatry. He got in trouble when the women took control of his mind. It happened in his old age, if I'm not mistaken, but it still happened. Uh, and that's why he's one of the best examples of not dealing with it, because eventually, dealing with different nations, because eventually they will change it. They will change. Oh man, I lost it. Okay, here we go. Leviticus 19:26. And you can get this to a lot of our Haitian brothers and sisters. Y'all can kind of go into this a little deep. I mean, even the Negroes in America, man, we on this thing too, because heavily is on this, because we trying to figure out the world through spirituality. Anyways, I'm going. All right, Leviticus 19:26. Ye shall not eat anything with blood, neither shall ye use enchantment, nor observe times. So what is observed times mean? Because the scripture said in Genesis that we use the stars to basically, figure out the time. So what do observed times mean to y'all? To me, it means, we got what they call us, the horoscopes, and we use those to manipulate people and to get into enchantments with. Because a lot of stuff people read, not only do it be true, but they become that. Like say if I was into that and I'm telling my kids about it often, they will become whatever their horoscope is, and people will use that because they are that. If you get what I'm saying, it becomes an enchantment. It becomes sorcery, and then it's true for a lot of cases, but then it's not true. I don't know. Don't do it. Don't get into the horoscope so deep where you is trying to maneuver around and find you a baby mama, man. Come on. Leviticus 19:26. That's what that was. I'm gonna go to another one that's similar. And this is deep though. It's still deep because if you look at this in our times too, to me, Deuteronomy 18:10. There shall not be found among you any one that maketh his son or daughter pass through the fire, or use divination, or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch. So we got it was a big thing a couple of years ago. I don't know how big it is. It was big to me. I have to say that. And it was his sister, and they threw a witch party, cleared Instagram, everything, witch party. And everybody was there. It looked beautiful. So a lot of people will be enticed by that. But it was a witch party. How? I mean, you can't get no clearer than a witch party. What do witches do? They get into it. Of course, they showing just them drinking and sipping. Somebody messaged me on Facebook. Well, yeah, Brandon, I see you on Facebook, bro. Yes. Oh, you talking about something else? Never mind. But yeah, man, witches ain't the ones you see with hats, pointy hats on. Of course, witches is the ones that's getting into these horoscopes, and she convincing you that this horoscope and your horoscope match, and y'all should be together. That's a witch. Also a witch, I would say. All right. I'm just checking his Facebook. I thought they was talking about the video. He's talking about another post. All right, so we got that. I mean, a lot of this stuff is once you really think about it, man, it's really common sense if you can really wrap your head around it in these times. I think when we read this, we don't think this apply a lot to our time, and it don't make sense in our times, but it do. Yo, this thing is terrible. Like it just keep popping up stuff. What? All right. All right. I'm not even just going to care about it. I'm just not going to care about it. All right. All right. Let's see. Okay, here go one. Exodus 23, and this is one that's kind of iffy too. I mean, when I say iffy, you may have a clear understanding on it. I'm saying for me and what I witnessed, it kind of put a burden on people on how to operate it perfectly. But I'm gonna just read it. Exodus 23:13, and it say, and in all things that I have, now mind you, this is what we must do. It say, in all things that I have said unto you, be circumspect, and make no mention of the names, or make no mention of the name of other gods, neither let it be heard out of thy mouth. So how are we supposed to keep that properly? My all praises, family. My interpretation of that would be when you say, okay, we say Satan a lot. I mean, Satan is a god. But how can we apply that to life and it makes sense to us? I would say like making mention is like having them when we say stuff like this. What's the term? Speaking of the devil or something like that. Stuff like that is what I'm more referring to. Like, of course, we gonna have to mention honestly, we don't have to mention a lot of the stuff that we read, but I know a lot of brothers get into a lot of the more what's the word? But it'd be more out there books. And I mean, I'm into the stuff too, like to an extent, like it's interesting to get into. But a lot of these books, you talk about different guys, Wicca, and all these other, and not really talking about them because they don't have no power. You shouldn't reverence them in no type of shape or form. And a lot of them, the names are actually enchantments and sorcery. So their names is coming from enchantments. So you shouldn't use the enchanting name around people because you can be using sorcery. Simple. That's simple to me. I won't mention none of them. I don't know about y'all, but it's simple. Don't say it. And a lot of brothers read it and want to tell other brothers about it. Just be careful. All right, here go one right here. Leviticus 10:9. Do not drink wine or strong drink, thou nor thy sons with thee, when ye go into the tabernacle of the congregation, lest ye die. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations. So anybody who's drunk should not enter the sanctuary or teach in the sanctuary. That is Leviticus 10:9. Told you I'm putting the pressure on y'all. All right. Okay. And look, man, these is front and back, man. It's all right. I'm gonna try to not go into so much stuff you got to kind of read through. All right, we can read this because it's Passover time for a lot of people. I know last week people had their Passover. This week people having the Passover, and later people gonna have their Passover or earlier, or whatever. I know Passover get kind of all over the place. Really, all these days are all over the place. But as long as you're trying to do something, man. All right, Exodus 34:25. Thou shalt not offer the blood of my sacrifice with leaven, neither shall the sacrifice of the feast of the Passover be left unto the morning. So, you know, whatever you're doing, you know, you can't have no leaven in nothing you're doing. That's simple. That was Exodus 34:25. I know y'all probably went over a lot of this Passover stuff, so I ain't gonna go over none of this. I just want to throw that one out there. Just a reminder, since we in the season. I'm gonna just keep going. You know, I'm gonna just keep going until I feel like stopping. I mean, I'm not gonna read them all, but okay, let me see. I know I'm skipping a lot. All right. Hold on. All right, it said it's Deuteronomy 22:9. Thou shalt not sow thy vineyard with diverse seeds, lest the fruit of thy seed which thou hast sown and the fruit of thy vineyard be defiled. So I guess grouping everything. This is my, just grouping everything that supposed to be grouped together. Watermelons with watermelons, pumpkins with pumpkins. You know, simple stuff. But we may not know that. And it's a commandment we shall do forever. Yeah. All right, I like this one right here. This is Leviticus 23:22. Reap not a whole field without leaving corners for the poor. And when you reap the harvest of your land, thou shalt not make thou shalt make clean riddance of the corners of thy field when thou reapest. Neither shalt thou gather any gleaming of thy harvest. Thou shalt leave them unto the poor and to the stranger. I am the Lord your God. All right, perfect. That's a good commandment. You know, even if you got a little garden, man, you know, I know you can't really leave stuff, but you know, pick them up and give it to people. I think that'd be a good gesture, or however you say it. Man, this stuff is nice, man. I like it. I like it. I wish I could. I wish I had a vineyard, man. I wish I had a field. I just want to exercise my fruits to the maximum. Because we all can say what we would do and what we wouldn't do. Uh okay, this is Deuteronomy 25:12. This is kind of deep. A matter of fact, let me where we at? Deuteronomy 25:12. Where we at? Okay. 11. 11. Let's start with 11. Because this was in like mid go. All right, I'm gonna start at 11. It's Deuteronomy 25:11. When men strive together one another, and the wife of the one draweth near for to deliver her husband out of the hand of him that is smiteth him, and putteth forth her hand and take him by the secrets, we know what that is, then thou shalt cut off her hand, thy eye shall not pity her. Thine eye shall not pity her. So I don't think nobody cutting off nobody's hands, but in retrospect, if two dudes they boxing it out, one dude get the upper hand, the man's wife come out and she hit this man in the junk with a baseball bat. Now these two dudes, they fair fight, nothing, you know what I'm saying? Like, but she trying to destroy this man's livelihood, and we as witnesses, and he, you know, the last bit of strength that he mustered, kind of push her so hard that she hurt herself. We applying this, it should be like, you know, you can't do that. You know, we shouldn't be like, oh man, you ain't hit that. Why you hit that girl? No, she shouldn't have baseball bat this man in his secrets. Apply it. All right, here go another one. Numbers 35:31. Moreover, ye shall take no satisfaction for the life of a murderer, which is guilty of death, but he shall be surely put to death. So if somebody is, just to sum it up in Numbers 35, if you witness something and then they like, I'm gonna pay you to not do this to me, or not to not tell on me, you shouldn't take that money, man. You should let them get their reward, which is prison time. That was Numbers 35:31. Start at 31 or 30, 31 or 30. Go read it. All right, these are more commandments. All right, man, I just skipped so many pages. I'm at the end. Okay. This is Leviticus. Whoa, what? Okay, yeah. I'm looking at two at the same time. All right, Leviticus 18:17. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of a woman and her daughter, neither shalt thou take her son's daughter or her daughter's daughter to uncover her nakedness, for they are her near kinsmen. It is wickedness. So, you know, grandfathers, don't be grandmothers. You can't be in the bathroom with your 12-year-old grandkids, and you know, father. Let me read it again so I can get to read it again. Where that? Okay. Yeah, and then you know, you get into you get with a sister and she got a kid. Her kid may be 17. You can't be looking at her bucket nakedness. Even though you taking a role of her father, you can't look at her nakedness, man. It's not right. All right. I skimmed through it, man. I'm gonna try to. Oh man, I'm mixing them up. I'm gonna try my best, man, to piece this stuff together. But I just wanted to throw something out there. I'm super excited to try to apply a lot of this stuff we doing. People be like, man, there's so many laws, and man, I'd be like, we looking at the laws of America, over 60,000 laws, and we got 613, and probably 513 is straight common sense. So it's not difficult. Who want to look at their granddaughter's naked bum? For no particular reason, just to be looking like, who wants it? That's gross. It's wickedness. All right. Have fun with y'all, man. Indeed, all praises, daughter of the Most High. Indeed, brother. Shalom. Is that a brother? Yeah. Shalom, bro. So, man, we can have some fun with it. I'm going to try to make it more enjoyable. I'm going to write a few of them down, and then we can kind of bounce it off each other and see how we can best apply it. And, because the thing we doing Philippians, man, we seeking out our own salvation the best way we can. And I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here to tell you how I'm looking at it. You show me how you looking at it. And maybe we can, oh, what up, X? And then maybe we can, come to a conclusion. So better serve the Most High. So, yeah, man. X, you just not coming in, bro. I know what you was doing. I'll be on in a minute. Yeah, man. So I got this packet, bro. 613 of these joints. The pressure about to be applied. We about to really have no excuse. That's what I wanted. I wanted to be like, look, I want the most pressure applied to me as possible, so I can see where I really stand. Because we want this thing to be so easy that you ain't got to do nothing. It ain't that easy. Nothing in the world that easy. It has to have some type of okay, let me apply this. You know what I'm saying? And then you overcome that. Common sense. And the ones that ain't common sense is the ones that we just didn't know what to do in. Like the situation, like, oh, what should we do? What should we do? Then it's there for us. But a lot of them is simple, very, very simple. And then it tell us, a lot of them, and most of them too, are going into how we should operate in the holy days, and how we should operate on the Shabbat. So a lot of stuff is simple, but a lot of stuff was us being clueless, and it gave us the clues. Because the stuff that was common sense to us now wasn't then. We didn't know. So, of course, now it's common sense to us. But a lot of people. So Deuteronomy, I think I started off from Deuteronomy 6:7, reciting the Shema and getting that, and on studying the Torah. So I can't say the word right. Diligently. And also, man, I'm still working, man, to put up more music, slow motion on the albums, but I will have something out soon, man. I just dropped a track called Under the Rod, and this is playing a part because we're going back under these 613. So we're going back under the rod, man. 613. Did anybody copyright that? I'm gonna copyright that. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. All right. So if you want to donate to the family, you can click on my home channel. It says donate to John Boy. You just click that PayPal. If you want to send a few dollars, like I say, I probably won't have no albums coming out ASAP, but I do put out music, and I have to put up more links to get the music. I'm gonna do Bandcamp. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put out that the one I just did, Under the Rod, on Bandcamp, and we just read where what I was about to say, I forget. Anyways, so I'm gonna put out the Under the Rod on Bandcamp, and you could donate to my PayPal on my channel. Just click on my channel, clear as day, and say donate to John Boy or donate to Boy Family, whatever. It's me. But and also can't forget this. So 613, man, y'all gotta rock with me, man. I am going to try to, as a group, we can make it like we can have fun with it. We ain't gotta make this stressful, man. Anybody gotta beat nobody over the head with you forcing nobody to do anything. Because at the end of the day, I don't care what anybody do. Because you gotta worry about yourself sometimes. I'm worried about us as a nation, but when they get into each and every individual, I can't worry about that. That's beyond me. If you don't want to do what the Most High say, that's on you. And I can't be mad at you for that. How can I be mad at you for that? It's your life, your soul, you own it. I don't care what the man next door do with his lawnmower. He got a nice lawnmower. I think he should cut the grass with his lawnmower. But if you want to take a hammer and just beat his lawnmower, even though that's a nice looking lawnmower, that'd be perfect for my yard, I can't get mad at him. It's his stuff. So that's how I look at it with people and who they want to be. I can't get so mad at you that it becomes an issue for me. You can do whatever you want to do. But if you saying, you want to be a part of this, of course I'm gonna be like, hey, then you say you was gonna cut your yard with that, then why you hitting it with a hammer? But then if you tell me I can do whatever I want to do, I'm like, hey, my bad. I thought you wanted to cut your grass with it, but I see you were just talking. If you get what I'm saying. So I got my glass, man. This is Wine and John. I didn't title this right either. I put like Wine and John episode 7, something like that. But it's supposed to be Wine and John 613 Lost, the Pressure Applied, Extravaganza, or something like that. I like fruity, juicy wine, but whatever. Have my mic in the thing the whole time. All right. So outside of that, get my head twisted. Outside of that, I just wanted to get that out there, man. I was excited about it because I just want to know him. I just want to know him. I want to be blameless. I want to be able to apply everything I need to apply. I want to not make stupid mistakes that I shouldn't make, or telling people something that I think that is right instead of just knowing what is right. So that's where I'm at with this whole walk, man. I just want to know. And you not wanting to know is going to be a hindrance to you. So what if the pressure get applied? You might become a better person. How we read about these transformations in our spirit, in our being, and you ain't even applying the rest of the laws. Like, who was you? Like, what are you gonna do? How you gonna get the ultra instinct not surpassing your limits? Huh? It's not gonna happen. All praises, my sister. I appreciate that. That's it. It goes so deep, man. We can only cover our kids, but so much. And then after that, they on their own. They got to do their own thing. They have to be, go through their own trials. But we can make it easier for our kids. But at a certain age, man, they on their own. Or a certain level of this. Because that's how I look at the word too, man. He knows our heart. He knows our ability and our capabilities. So a lot of people who don't have a lot of thought process, I think they get a lot more mercy. But if you can't act like you ain't got thought process, oh, I didn't know. That's stupid. You can't. How you gonna fake the Most High? Man, I don't even want to press nothing on this computer, yo. This thing. But I got to. Oh, there we go. All right. But outside of that, man, I'm gonna get into the I'm gonna try to get like five of them, five ones that we like kind of struggling with, and really like kind of see if we can like the idolatry thing. I think that's one of them. You know, I gave my input on it and on how this laptop can become idolatry, but it's not because I'm not holding it up on high. My kids love to draw. They love to draw me. They love to draw. They like they didn't draw the Most High, but they tried to depict some heavenly thing. And what stopped that from being idolatry? Because that when it was done, it fell on the floor. They stepped on it. I found it under the couch. So that's not idolatry. You can draw whatever you want to draw. It's great artists who are limiting themselves because they can't understand the idea of idolatry. You can draw anything. You just can't once you draw it and you frame it up on your wall. And like I said, you got a candlelight visual right there. When people come in, they gotta look at the picture and bow their head. That's when it's an idol. But if you code, you got to draw, bro. That's your talent for the Most High. He didn't give you that type of talent to not depict nothing. So you know, getting into studies like that, man, because I'm all about. I like to call it character building, but I'm all about bettering myself in this walk and trying to find ways to make sure I'm applying these things in reality and really conforming myself to do the stuff right, man. Because we can say we can read it and not really be applying the stuff right. You said that's how you crafting your stories. Hey, I know a cold artist, Isaiah Brown, I think his last name. He do comics now. He got a whole bunch of stuff about Moses. He drew me as a Goku. Dude is amazing. Matter of fact, his name Isaiah Brown on Facebook. I'm gonna try to. If you own my book, man, tag me in a post or something so I can get at you. And I'm gonna tag the brother Isaiah. He do it live. He draw these comics and stuff live, man. And you seen him? Oh, okay. Well, yeah, get at that brother. You know what I'm saying? A man is worthy of his hire. So ask him what the ticket is for, and get that popping, bro. Because I think once we realize how we can use our abilities for the Most High, our abilities go higher. I mean, and I have a testimony on that. I was doing music before the truth, but once I got into the truth and I wanted to serve the Most High, my ability to rap just skyrocketed. It just was that simple. So that's how it's easy for us. I mean, it should be easy for us not to get full of ourselves, knowing that we didn't have this ability to surpass our limits. I put it on Facebook the other day, man. I'm going Ultra Instinct, man. Ultra Instinct, and I can't turn it off. It's just on. It's on forever. On forever. Until I do something stupid like don't want to serve the Most High. But other than that, 613, man, y'all keep it in mind. This gonna be like a 200-part series. I'm going to try to, like I said, I'm gonna try to get a few of them, maybe 5 of them, that we can really get into them and really apply this to our spirit and find the best way to operate in these laws. Because a lot of them is common sense, but it may not be to everybody. All right, man, that's it, man. Hold on, I gotta sip the rest of this. I gotta really change this title, man. I think that title would have been super dope. I gotta figure out how to change this thing without this computer backfiring. So I'm drinking this bitter wine with Wine and John. I think this is episode 7. I don't know, man. I gotta keep up with that. We got to make sure we in the right won't nothing do nothing if we ain't in the right spirit. We can go out and feed the poor and just be doing it for face value. That's when he said our righteousness in Isaiah is like filthy rags, man. I apply that like tenfold over, even in other facets. Like we think we doing good, but we did so much evil, you just sick of seeing us. So when we do good, we like, Most High, look at us, we doing good. And he like, get out of my face. Go over there and do good. Like, keep it up. But we got to keep it up. But I don't think this is how I look at it. Without making it sound weird. But I think the Most High is fed up with us completely. He promised our forefathers something, and they're going to deliver it off the promise. That's in the book. Not because of what we did. This in the book. Just off of pure promise. He said, I'm going to do this, so I'm going to do it. A lot of us, I think he just over us. I'm talking about even as Israel, not only people, because he over people too, but Israel, he like, man, whatever. But I promise this, and it's a few of y'all who, I can want to deal with. And I'm only saying that way because that's what I'm reading. And for the most part, we have to strive. We acting like we at the finish line. I don't think we even close. Like spiritually, like in our own individual accomplishment. We acting like just because we know the truth, we at the finish line. But actually, because we know the truth, we at the starting line. That's how I look at it. Like a lot of people don't even know there's a race going on. We know it's a race going on. So we at the starting line. And a lot of people ain't going. They just stuck at the starting line. I'm trying to get to the finish line, spiritually. So that's how I look at it, man. Making it simple and easy on myself, but making sure I'm doing everything as perfect as possible, because we do have to be perfect. I'm not big on doctrinal things, only because it takes away from me and myself. It takes away from me trying to do this to the best of my ability. If you teaching me this, then how can if you teaching me I shouldn't deal with these people over here, then how can I show love to my brother? Because I'm looking at him, he's my brother, but because he has a different teacher, I can't show love to him. Now you stop me from doing a commandment. So I'm not into doctrinal things as much as I am into me character building myself. Yeah, indeed. We got to make sure we own our P's and Q's. And too, we all praying that the Most High be proud of us. And I think, and this is just how I am. I think everything good. I be doing stuff, man. I'll be like, oh man, I pray the Father see this. I pray the Father bless me for this. And I say, you know what? What if that's nothing? What if that's nothing? So I'm trying to even do better than that. You know what I'm saying? In my spirit. Because you can play crazy all you want to. You can do all the stuff in the world. Because a lot of these churches, these mega churches, they do a lot of good for people. Of course, we don't see it, enough because we ain't there, or we don't. They do a lot of good, but we know the overshadow of that thing is wicked. So, a lot of drug dealers in the hood, they do a lot of good. They around Thanksgiving, what they do? Bust load of turkeys, help people out, throw out Christmas gifts to the kids. The over thing of that thing, they wicked. So, doing good, that's how I look at it. Like, my overall is wicked. So a little good ain't gonna cut it. So I gotta keep doing good, keep doing good, keep doing good, keep doing good. So I hope y'all understand where I was going with that. I might have sipped some more of this. If you watch wine and John, you don't have wine. I don't want you to press mute, but you ain't applying yourself. So I'm gonna end it on that, man. What time is it? I can't even see the time. So many pop up. 11:30. All right. I'm gonna end it on that. I appreciate y'all. I pray the Most High continue to have mercy on us, man, because we really are trying to do our best. And Oh, I'm trying to find this. This thing is so stupid. All right. Yeah, so I appreciate y'all tuning in. So I'm gonna like I say, man, I'm gonna try to hold on to what I'm saying and do this thing. I think it'd be real good for us brothers and sisters to kind of bounce off the ideas and try to find a way to do this thing in real time, man. Serve the Most High and keep these laws in real time. I think it's easy to say that we are down for the Most High, but when we only doing 2 commandments, we look at the 2 greatest commandments, and we don't look outside of that. Like it's physical things in those 2 commandments that must be applied. If you love the Most High, you ain't gonna be looking at your your wife's daughter's nakedness. You know what I'm saying? So simple as that. All right, y'all. Shalom, man. Peace and blessings to everybody.